episode of Pop Ascension. This is season 2, episode 20.
20.
20!
Wow.
Dangerous Waters is the title, and of course, that has something to do with a segment on the show, as always. That one is a little tricky. A little tricky. Some of you may know, some
Yeah.
of you may not know, but we'll let you know when it happens. I am joined, of course, as always, our lovely co-host Michelle. How are you doing today?
Hi. Hi, everyone. I'm pretty good today. Thank you. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. We got a lot to cover. This
Yes.
week was a lot of stunning and shocking news. Um,
Yes, a lot.
so, we will have a conversation about some certain thing that happened, an event that happened. I get another one. At some point, we may save that until towards the end of the show because
Yeah.
I might get a little teary eyed, to be honest with you. It's a really difficult subject to talk about. So
Yes.
that will be later, so that way it doesn't affect too much of the show.
Right.
But
Mm,
we're gonna start off with headlines as always. And Michelle, I have a dandy of one.
really? Oh,
Oh, this
boy.
is this is just hot off the presses. I guess it's actually not really hot off the presses, but it's been talked about for about 3 to 5 years, and it
Wow.
has
Three to
come
five
to
years.
fruition today. And
Oh, boy.
I am talking about Kevin Spacey,
Kevin
charged with
Spacey.
4 counts of sexual assault by the
Oh,
UK's Crown Prosecution Service.
it's
He
terrible.
also has a charge of, and I quote from CPS Crime Division head Rosemary Ainsley. This is a quote: causing a person to engage in penetrative sexual activity without consent.
Whoa.
So basically, he raped the person. Um, yeah. So this comes off the hot off the press. Like it's
I
just
saw
happening.
that. Yeah.
Um, he has been under fire, and his career has been nothing for the
Mm.
past several years because of all these accusations. And
Wow.
he just got uh, a role where he was playing the lead, and that looks like it could get washed away after these charges have been filed. And um, so he's going to be going to court. This is going to
Mm.
be happening, and the UK is coming after him.
It's
And
terrible.
so he has had um, several occasions, 20 of them to be exact, in the UK. If I'm
Mm.
not mistaken on that number, I'm 99.9% sure it was 20 in the UK alone for sexual advances, allegedly
Hmm.
sexually advances, and they are all to males, I believe.
Yeah, that's what I read.
So,
Mm.
so this is going to be in the news for quite some time. Um,
Oh, yeah.
we've had the Amanda Heard and Johnny Depp situation that more news is coming out that she looks pretty bad and apparently has lied on the stand as well. So Amanda
Mm.
Heard isn't doing so great, you know. So celebrities under
Terrible.
fire for their
Yes.
actions is like big right now, and
Yep.
nothing other than noticing what Will Smith's career is turning into. Like
Mm.
Sony has basically stopped airing his movies on their network. And he's
Yeah.
already had 2 cancellations of projects So he's
Mm.
feeling it. So actions of celebrities is really causing them to falter. And
Oh yeah,
it's look,
it's a shame.
I mean, you got to think before you do.
That's right. You're in the public eye, so
That's right.
I don't know why they don't think about that.
Nope,
Realize
because they think they're
you're a
untouchable.
celebrity, you're being watched all the time,
Yes.
and
Yes.
I can't understand why would you put yourself in that position, right?
Exactly. And I got
Terrible.
to tell you, this does not look good for Kevin Spacey. And I know, me and Eric always talk about athletes do the same things. They do the same things. The problem is they have too much money and they don't know how to control their indulges.
Oh, it's terrible.
And that seems to be the common denominator in it all. Having money
Mm.
causes you to do things that, you know, a normal person wouldn't do because they don't have the money to spend, you know, on lawyers, especially. When
Well,
you
I don't
have
think me.
millions,
I don't think it's money because that's material, that's energy, right? It's if
yes, but
somebody that's regular, just a regular person, they
right.
do just as worse as anyone else will do.
Well,
So
they do, but they don't have that sense of untouchability because of that money. And I think
okay, now that's
stars
different.
do because they feel their lawyers can get them out of any hot water. And
Oh, to
that
get them in
that
trouble, yeah,
might
when they get in
be
trouble.
somewhat true. I mean, for the most part, I think it's kind of true. I mean, look how many times that some of these
Uh-huh.
stars have been in trouble and they just keep getting out of it, probation, blah 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 blah, where normal
Oh
people
yeah,
would not. You know,
I see. Yeah,
so
slap on a
they,
wrist.
yeah, so they have that sense of untouchability.
Yeah,
And
that's
so
different.
me and
Yeah, they
Eric
do
always talk about this on Sports Unfolded, and we don't understand why they keep doing these things, and because we seem to have stories every week, you know, where
that.
an athlete's in trouble somewhere, so again, so Kevin Spacey in some serious hot water,
That's hot
and
water.
one of them is allegedly 14 years old when it
Oh my
happened.
gosh.
When it
Wow.
happened. So that's
Whoa.
not good.
That's
So that's it.
pedophilia now.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's really bad. That's really bad.
Whoa. Mm.
So so yeah. So that's the headlines. Kevin Spacey charged with 4 counts of sexual assault and, of course, a harsher charge. That you know. So that's headlines. Let's talk about some animals. Get our minds off of that. We have a lot of
Yes. Animals are always
discouraging news
fun.
this week. So
Yeah.
we're gonna try to still make it light and watchable because we don't want it to be a depressed fest. You know.
Right. Exactly.
So let's
Yes.
talk some animals. What do you got for us, Michelle?
Yes. For animal news, I think this is such a wonderful story.
I love
Now, I
wonderful.
have a 92-year-old retired veterinarian. He dedicates his life to making wheelchairs for disabled dogs.
Oh,
And
oh,
disabled animals can now live fuller lives, thanks to a selfless senior citizen working tirelessly in a small white warehouse in Chesapeake Bay town.
oh,
And 92-year-old Dr. Lincoln Parks spends his days doing what he loves, and that's creating wheelchairs for dogs. And Dr. Parks founded Canine Cards. He has been changing disabled pups' lives for the better. Parks custom makes every card to make sure it suits each dog's needs. It's obvious how much he cares for every little puppy who crosses his path. Even though he is 92, he's determined to keep working and saving lives.
That's awesome.
And I think that's an awesome story. And thank you, Dr. Parks, for making a difference for the animals.
You
And
know,
that's animal news.
I look at this story and all I can see is some little chihuahua on a little mini chair, that
Yeah.
that puts his back end on, and walks with the chair, with his
Oh,
using his two
yes.
front legs. That's what I can envision, you know?
Yeah.
And look, that's gonna make some dogs so happy that they can now,
Oh,
you know, when their
yes,
owner comes
definitely.
home and they want to meet them at the door. You know what I mean? It
That's
gives them
right.
a sense of normality for the
Yep,
dog. And
that's
now
right.
he just made a dog's dream come true.
Oh, yeah.
That's a heartwarming story. Lincoln Parks. I wonder if the band named themselves after him.
Oh, you never know.
You never know. I don't
Or
know.
it's a location somewhere. Who knows, right?
Yeah, I'm sure it
Someone.
is.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be a theme park up in my area in North Dartmouth, Massachusetts. It used to
Oh,
be,
okay.
yeah, it used to be a basic, basically, you know, like a Six Flags kind of thing. You know,
Oh,
roller
awesome.
coasters, fun
Oh,
houses, all the whole thing. It used to
oh,
have
that's
this
fun.
giant slide. You'd slide down.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
it's like 2, 3 stories high.
Yeah.
You have to walk up all those stairs and then slide
Right.
down. That 5 hour walk up
Yeah.
to have like a 20-second ride down.
That is so true.
So yeah, but that's such a great story. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. That made me smile. And that's what animals tend to do.
Yes, they
So,
do.
I have a couple of things for movie news, Michelle.
Okay.
As you know, I've stated that Indiana Jones 5 is coming.
Yeah.
We now know when it's coming.
Ooh.
Filming has already wrapped up. So
Wow.
Harrison Ford makes it out through another Indiana Jones. This one, 15 years later, when it's finally released, it'll be 15 years.
15 years.
So it comes out June of 2023. So I get another birthday gift next year.
There
This
you
year I
go.
get Jurassic Park. Next year, I believe it will be Indiana Jones in time for my birthday.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
So, I'm looking forward to that. That's
Yeah,
great.
I'm sure you are.
So it comes out June of 2023. So I cannot wait. And Mads Mikkelsen, I believe his name is, a star in this one, says it's going to remind people of the original Indiana Jones. It's going to have that
Oh,
feel to it. So I cannot wait. This one should be good.
exciting.
They're going to make up for the last one, which was
Yeah.
okay, but mm. Other
Mhm.
movie news. This one is kind of startling, and
Oh,
I'm not sure what I think about it. And it didn't even say when this movie is coming out. It might already be out. I have no idea. But I saw
uh-huh.
this Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Money.
Oh,
Yes, it is
really?
as dark as it sounds.
Oh my gosh.
And here is why the copyrights have run out on Winnie the Pooh. So
Oh, that's
anybody can make something
copyright.
about Winnie the Pooh now.
Oh, wow.
And this group has made a low budget horror movie about Winnie the Pooh.
Oh my gosh.
So um yeah, so it's coming. The company hails out of UK. I just went blank. I can't read my writing, so
Oh,
I
I
can't
can
tell
relate
what
to
the
that.
company is. The company,
He just dropped.
I wrote it down so fast I can't read it, and I can't remember I don't even know what that even says.
Okay.
But
Maybe you remember later in the show.
It comes out of UK though, and
Okay.
but it cannot have Tigger
Oh, all
because the
right.
copyrights on Tigger don't end
It's
yet.
still holding.
It's still
Yeah.
holding, so it's only Winnie the Pooh that is available
Okay.
to you.
Yeah.
So so Winnie the Pooh is fair game, people. So if you want to make your Winnie the Pooh movies, now is the time. Just don't
Yeah.
include any other characters. So all right, that is the movie updates. So that was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
Interesting.
It,
Yeah.
to be honest, I saw the pictures of the movie and it looks horrible. It looks horrible. It's not going to be good.
Oh,
It's not
no.
going to be good. It doesn't even look like Winnie the Pooh. It's a guy in a pig mask.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's not going to be good. It's not.
Wait, a man in a pig mask?
Literally a guy wearing just a pig mask, and it might not even be a really good
That's
pig mask.
supposed to be
So
Piglet, right?
I mean, not a pig mask.
Oh,
A bear mask. It's not a good bear either. So,
oh, okay. That's not a good bear. Oh, great. Wow.
yeah. I
Interesting.
mean, I wouldn't be rushing out to go see it anytime soon.
No.
Especially considering I think most horror movies stink anyway.
Uh-huh.
You know, they don't shock me. They don't have a good story, and they all have the same scenes in it where somebody's running away and they fall down, and they can't get a signal, or the car doesn't start.
It's the typical stuff, right?
I mean, you know how it is. It's like, oh, come on. And it's like the person running away is always running, and the person chasing them is literally walking slow,
Walking,
and they
walking
catch up
slow
to him.
motion.
It's like, and they catch up to him. It's like, it's
That is
ridiculous.
so true.
It's so stupid. It's ridiculous. Just
It
like
is.
Halloween Kills last year, where
Uh-huh.
where he shows up, Michael Myers shows up at a fire and kills all the firemen.
Oh, wow. That's nuts.
It's like, really? Like, these firemen aren't going to get a good shot in there? First of all, I mean, they probably wouldn't even go after Michael Myers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like it was just so stupid. And the acting is always bad. It's
Oh,
most movies stink when they're horror. That's why I don't
that's
go pay for them anymore. I'm done paying for a horror movie.
yeah.
All right, so moving on. Moving on. We've got, of course, news break. Michelle, you never let us down. You always have these great news stories. You proved it with the animal news already. What you got
Mhm.
for us?
Oh, wow. What I have for a news break story. Now, a bride calls off a wedding after a groom's wig falls off mid ceremony,
Oh my God.
and it reveals that he's bald. Now, a bride was shocked after she learned her soon to be husband was bald. Now, unfortunately, the reveal happened on the day of the ceremony. So she called the wedding off. The
Hmm.
ceremony was reportedly underway in Unano, Uttar Pradesh, India. Now, when the groom suddenly fainted with excitement, of course, his way to the altar, as he's walking his way to the altar, as he fell, his wig reportedly fell off, revealing he was bald. Now, feeling she was lied to, the bride was so outraged she ultimately decided not to go through with the wedding,
Wow.
with the marriage. And her family begged her to reconsider, but she wouldn't budge. The matter was eventually taken to the police. Now, a Pontiac meeting was called to discuss the ordeal.
Oh my
Now,
God.
according to Merriam Webster Dictionary, a Pontiac is a village council in India consisting of a group of five influential older men acknowledged by the community as its governing body. Now, types of offenses adjudicated in meetings of the panchayat are breaches of eating, drinking, or smoking, restrictions, infractions of marriage rule, breaches of caste customs in feast, breaches of its trade rules, and so on. Now, during the meeting, both parties, the families, agreed to call off the wedding, and the groom's family was forced to come up with the money spent on the wedding. Now, the uncle of the bride, he says you cannot expect the marriage to start off on falsehood. And that is news story. Now, what I have to say about that is with the news story,
I can't.
I mean, love is so shallow. It's like,
Yes, that's exactly the word I was going to use.
yes, the love right
Shallow.
there. It's just, you know, today, I guess people don't know the meaning of what love is. Now, now he was wrong for not being honest to
This
the
is
bride.
true.
I mean, hey, I'm with hair clips and extensions or whatever, but share that everything with your soon to be husband or soon to be wife. But when
Okay, so
everything was revealed, it's like everybody gasped, like, oh, you know.
I, I
So
I really
I'm sorry to
have
hear
an
that.
issue with all of this.
Okay,
Not
speak
because
on it.
I have a lack of hair,
All right.
but how did she not know before they got married?
It must be a great toupee. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, but I mean, when you are intimate, and now I'm only assuming that they were not intimate before marriage.
Maybe they weren't. Maybe they weren't. Who
I,
knows?
I, I don't know what to say about that. Like it is like
Yeah,
I
I
just
know.
don't understand how you
Speechless.
don't know. I don't understand that.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So, and I can't reach my water bottle.
Yeah, but
Um,
that's how it is, the
I,
marriages today. Um, I would look at the person. I guess I would accept, okay, he or she didn't share this with me,
it's
or I
pretty
didn't
bad.
notice. Obviously, she didn't notice. So it's horrible, right in mid ceremony.
I, I'm stunned. I'm stunned that she did not know, and just the whole thing. It's like if you're hiding that from her. I mean, that doesn't say much for you. And
Right.
if that's if
Hmm.
that's why you decide to cancel the wedding at that point,
Yeah, at that point, that was the
it's
shocking
shallow
part.
on both of
Yeah.
their parts.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but again, the story does not disappoint. It does not.
It never disappoints, right?
It never disappoints. So that is news break. A great one. A great
Yes.
one. Uh, Unbelievable. So we move on to TV updates.
Yeah, TV updates.
Now, it's a quick one, but do you remember the movie Willow
Yeah, it sounds familiar. I think
with
I
the
do.
with what's his name? Davies Warwick Davis,
Okay, yeah, all right.
the little person.
That's all right. Little guy, yeah.
So Willow is set to debut on Disney Plus this November 30th. Now,
Oh.
Willow, the TV series.
Oh.
So they got a TV series, and it starts November 30th of this year. Warwick Davis
Oh,
returns after 20 years to play the lead role.
yeah.
Ron Howard returns as executive. producer this time
Oh
for the
wow.
series. So most of the cast are all new, and so that will be
Yeah.
starting in November.
Oh
So
wow.
that is exciting.
That is very exciting.
So
Look
that's the
forward to
TV
see. Check it
updates.
out.
It's a very short update for TV, but I thought that was very important.
Yep.
Um, so I didn't want to not put that out there.
Yeah.
So we're just like cruising along today. This is gonna be, but of course I'm saving space for that big topic that we all know we're gonna have to address. Um, so that I know that we have room for it. So we're gonna move on to celebrity news. And
Hmm.
again, I take out the Grim Reaper uniform that I'm so
Yes.
accustomed to wearing. Um, and have to announce, unfortunately, that actor Ray Liotta passed away
Yeah.
at 67. He died
67.
in his
Whoa.
sleep while,
Hmm.
filming Dangerous Waters, hence the title,
Yeah. Dangerous waters. Mm.
in Dominican Republic. So he was
Oh, and
sleeping and he
beyond.
passed away. It has not been released what he has passed away from. I'm sure family and such are needing to get the information, first,
Oh,
and
definitely.
and then they
Lord.
decide whether or not it's going to be released.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I mean, he's been in so many movies,
Yeah.
and it's another loss, another loss.
Another loss. Oh my gosh.
We've
Wow.
lost so many, and
So many.
it's never going to stop, unfortunately. It's just part of life for
Part
for
of life.
everybody that is a fan of somebody. It's always
Yeah.
out there. Um, so yeah, so that is what I have for celebrity news. Not a happy one.
Yes.
So, what you got?
Well, what I have for celebrity news is Naomi Osaka. Now, Naomi Osaka launches a new Nike collection in an agency named Evolve. Now, she introduces a fresh spring and summer palette for Nike and announces the formation of her own agency after leaving IMG. The tennis phenomenal turned fashion and beauty maven just released her newest capsule collection with Nike with a palette that's perfect for spring. I want people to enjoy the styling process when they're putting together their looks. Read a quote from the four-time Grand Slam champion on an Instagram post from Nike Women debuting the collection, much of which features a vibrant abstract print in deep blues and a day glow green, not unlike a tennis ball. Now, as Osaka, is the highest paid female athlete, and she's still active on the court. And that's celebrity news.
Wow, I did not know she's the highest paid
I
female
didn't see
athlete.
it either.
Even
Yes,
higher than Selena
right.
Williams.
Yeah, the Williams sisters. I was surprised
That
because
is
seemed like she just got
stunning.
on board, right? So that really shocked me.
Yeah, that is shocking. To be honest with you, I can't
Yeah.
believe that she makes more than Selena.
Yes.
Wow. I mean,
So
Serena.
Serena. Yes.
That's shocking. It is, and you
Hmm.
might think that there would be some WNBA stars that would be making more as well, and that's not happening. Like Lisa Leslie. Like, well, how
Right.
is she not making a ton of money more? It makes
Yeah.
you wonder what is going on with
Yeah.
these
It makes you
sponsorships.
wonder. I wonder if how accurate that report is too,
Yeah, I
I
don't know.
just pick up what I find in the articles.
But,
So I
she
wonder.
is an international tennis star. I mean,
Oh
so is
yeah.
Serena, but, I,
Yeah, they
I don't
all
know.
have been, right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
So that is celebrity news. So before we get
Hmm.
into the all new Ron's top five,
Yeah.
let's take
Top
care of the
five.
business side of it. So as I have up on the screen, you can go and join the Facebook, you know, page for Pop Ascension. The website is right there. Just search at Michelle Pop Ascension at Facebook, and you find it and click like and get in there and join Michelle in conversation. I have to be honest with you. I'm on there once in a while,
Yeah.
because I have so much with Rhode Island Broadcasting, I can't keep up. But I do visit
Yeah.
there, every so often, and I will post a comment as well. So if
And I have
you,
so many visitors that comes on, so
yes,
I appreciate that. That's
yes.
awesome. I have some
So
new people that joined.
get in there on the conversation, and I'm telling you, Michelle's got this going pretty well, so she knows what she's doing.
I appreciate
So
that.
get on the Facebook page.
Yeah,
Also, you can
join.
find us at Discord. Simple.
Yeah,
Right
Discord.
there. That is the Discord link. You can get in on the conversation there. So
Yeah,
I'm usually on Discord all the time. It's actually on now. So if somebody sends a message, I can get the message. But we'd rather have you posting right here when we're on live, right here.
right.
So, and right
Wow.
here is several places. And one of them is twitch.tv
Oh,
backslash
yes.
RI underscore broadcasting. You can find us at YouTube at Rhode Island Broadcasting,
Hmm.
Facebook.com backslash RI broadcasting. And of course, you can find us on Twitter. You can Twitter,
Twitter.
and that is
Yeah.
at Broadcasting RI because I kind of messed up and I can't get into the other account. So
Oh,
you can also, if you don't watch us live or on video, you can listen to us on a
listen.
podcast. So you
That's
can
right.
find it on Anchor, Spotify, Google, Amazon, Red Circle, tune in. There's so many. Breaker, I
So
believe it's
many.
on. So get on one of those and listen to the podcast if you cannot listen, if you cannot watch us. So if you're working when we're on, say if you're in like, oh, I don't know, the Philippines where we have a lot of viewers,
Yeah, that's
um,
right. Shout out
you
the
can listen
Philippines.
to us at you know, at the Philippines. Just go to one of those podcasts, and you can
Yeah.
get it. So just do a search in Amazon, Spotify. We're there. Look up Rhode Island Broadcasting, and all of the
Mm,
shows that we do are on there. So Sports Unfolded, Havenshine Reviews, and of course, Pop Ascension is where you
yes.
all should be, where everyone should be.
Yes.
All right,
Mhm.
so it's time for Ron's top five. We've done this once
Yeah.
before. We're doing it once again. We are returning it, and today it is all about Ray Liotta.
Yeah.
Ray Liotta's top five movies, and let me tell you, he has had a bunch.
Mhm.
And at number five was I wanted to have a Bronx Tale because I swear he's in that movie and he plays the kid's father in the movie and he was wonderful in it.
Yeah.
Um, but
Mhm.
I couldn't find his name on the credits and I'm like, I know I saw the movie and he was in it.
Yeah.
So at number five, I put Field of Dreams. I know Kevin Costner is the main actor, but it
Mhm.
was a great movie. Ray Liotta was fantastic in it,
Oh
and
yes.
so it is number five.
Number
Field
5.
of Dreams.
Yeah.
Number 4, which was an absolute hilarious movie. Oh my God, Wild Hogs,
Oh,
because he
wow.
plays the biker. He plays a biker.
Yeah. Great memories there.
And Tim Allen, John Travolta, and the rest, they all, decide to go on a road trip and across the country and want to be bikers, so they name themselves the Wild Hogs, and it
Yeah.
was hilarious, hilarious.
The
Um,
Wild Hogs.
it was a funny, funny, funny movie. So number 3, and Ray Liotta played the chief of police. Wasn't the starring role that went to Denzel Washington in
Uh-huh.
John Q. One of my
Oh,
favorite Denzel movies. I love that movie. I've seen it a bunch of times, and
wow.
you really feel for somebody like that. And what he did for his kid in that movie was awesome. I have to say, it's
Yeah.
Denzel, so everything that Denzel touches is pretty awesome anyway. So,
Mm-hmm.
so that was
Always.
number 3 on the list. Now, number 2, he is again not the main actor, but he
Right.
plays George's father in the movie Blow with Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp's
Oh,
best
wow.
movie made. This movie was
Yeah.
fantastic. One of the one of the best of all
One
time.
of the
Like,
best.
I love this movie. And so Johnny Depp played a drug kingpin basically, and
Oh.
it catches up with you after a while. So, but the movie was awesome. Ray Liotta played his dad, um, and he was fantastic. I loved it. Loved the movie. Not a big role, but it was a
Mm-hmm.
role, and it is a Ray Liotta movie, and it did pretty
Yeah.
well. But number 1 would be wrong if I did not pick this as number 1. It might not be my favorite movie of the bunch, but Ray Liotta was a big part of this movie, and this made him who he is today, and that
Right.
is Goodfellas. Like Ray
Oh,
Liotta,
yeah.
there's nobody that plays a mobster better than Ray Liotta and Joe Pesci. Like they play great mobsters. Like that's what they do.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
You
good
know,
at what he did. Mm-hmm.
and it was just a fantastic movie. Um, it speaks for itself. It speaks for itself, and that's a movie that Ray Liotta gets recognized for all the time. And he's been in so many movies and so many good movies as
Yeah.
well. And you just got to check out his library and start going down the list of what he's been in. And I'm telling you, you're gonna find some great movies if you haven't seen them. Some great movies.
Right.
Ray Liotta, of course, 67 years old, gone too soon. Um,
Very soon.
and that's the top 5 of Ray Liotta, and I love that category. Like there were so many
Yeah.
movies I wanted to put in, and I
Right.
couldn't. I couldn't. I can only take 5. so,
Yeah.
so that's the top 5. I hope you
Top
enjoyed
5.
that. Let us know if you want us to do a top 5 in whatever your category could be. So it could be,
Yeah. Let
makeup
us
companies.
know.
I don't care what it is. Give me a top 5, and I will put them
Anything.
in there. Top 5 marsupials, whatever.
Oh,
You know. So
whatever.
give us a top 5, and we will bring that to you next time. So that brings
Yes.
us to celebrity birthdays.
Oh, celebrity birthdays. Now, a versatile actress who rose to fame for her roles in Fight Club and The Kings of Speech and was cast as a villain in Terminator Salvation.
Oh,
She also played in Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, Big Fish in Cinderella. Helena Bonham Carter is 56 today.
wow. That's quite the
Yes,
that's quite the list.
that's quite the list. Yes, that's a great list. Yeah. Now, singer who has been a member of the Fugees and won a Grammy Award for the Best New Artist in 1998. She released the hit album, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, which featured doo-wop, That Thing. R&B singer Lauryn Hill is 47 today.
Wow. Lauren Hill. She's so good. She's so
He's
good.
awesome. Now, singer, pianist, and tambourine player who came into prominence with Fleetwood Mac. After writing the classic song Landslide, Nicks broke the record for most Grammy Awards nomination for a female rock artist. Rock singer Stevie Nicks is 74 today.
Oh my god. Oh
Yes, I
my
love
god.
her. She's
I
I love
love
that
her voice.
voice,
Oh my god, that
that
voice.
raspiness. Yes, it's
Oh,
that
there was
unique voice.
it's
Yeah,
mesmerizing. And she was
yeah,
such a great entertainer.
very great.
It's like
Yeah, very great
Edge of
entertainer.
17, that song rocked. Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
Oh my
Yep.
god. Mm.
Yes. Now, funk and rock artists who won the Grammy Award for Best Male Rock Vocal Performance 4 straight years from 1999 to 2002. He also gained fame for his cover of the Guess Who song American Woman. American
Oh,
Woman.
Lenny.
Also an actor, he's known for playing Senna in the Hunger Games films. And that's funk rock artist Lenny Kravitz. Is
Love Lenny
58
Kravitz,
today.
man. Oh, I love his music.
Oh,
Love his music.
yes. Lenny Kravitz rocks.
And let me tell you, that remake of American Woman, one of the best
Mhm.
remakes ever made. One of the
Oh,
best.
yeah. One
Most
of the
remakes
best.
aren't as good as the original, of course, in anything.
Mm-hmm.
That was fantastic. Loved
Awesome.
Lenny Kravitz.
Man,
Oh,
yes, he's awesome. Now, country superstar known for the hit All My Rowdy Friends. Coming over tonight, which served as the opening theme for Monday Night Football
yep.
from 1989 to 2011. He's the son of country legend Hank Williams. And that's country singer Hank Williams Jr. He is 73 today.
Wow. Wow, this is boy, I got my work cut out for me to pick a winner out of this.
Yeah.
I am lost.
Now, American actor, screenwriter, animator who, with Trey Parker, co created South Park, which debuted on Comedy Central in 1997. The show has received several Emmy Awards and spawned a feature length theatrical film, South Park, longer and uncut in 1999. Movie actor Matt Stone is 51 today.
Matt Stone. Look,
Yeah,
how long has that animated show been out?
I
That's one of
know,
the longest
forever.
running shows.
Longest running. Yep.
That's right up there. Simpsons has got like 22, 27, somewhere in there. Maybe even more than
Yeah.
that at this point. It probably
Uh-huh.
is.
Right. Now, know her for producing and writing work on the CW's the Vampire Diaries
Oh,
and the originals in the Tomorrow People.
yeah.
She also produced such films as Teaching Mrs. Tingle and The Broken Hearts Club. TV producer Julie Pleck is 50 today.
I'll tell you, I give CW
Mhm.
a lot of credit. They are a
Yeah.
small network, but they produce a
Hmm.
lot of great TV. I got to give it to them.
Oh, yeah.
For years I was like,
Okay.
nah, come on, how good could it be? It looks
Hmm.
cheesy. And then I started watching like the 100, and I'm like,
Right.
oh, this is a fantastic show. And then all the DC stuff, when I started watching Arrow, oh my God. I was like,
Uh-huh.
now I'm just like watching all these shows that they produce. Like I'm trying to knock them off one at a time. And
Yeah.
they're fantastic. They actually have some really great stuff.
Oh yeah.
So keep up the good work, CW.
Yeah.
Maybe networks like Fox can learn from you guys.
Uh-huh. That's right.
Fox never gives their shows a chance. They never give them a chance.
Yeah. Now, center who was selected 16th overall in the 2015 NHL draft by the New York Islanders
Yup.
for the 2017 to the 2018 season. He was awarded the Calder Memorial Trophy as top rookie hockey player, Matthew
Barzal.
Barza. And he's 25 today.
He's a good hockey player.
Yeah.
He is fast, let me tell you.
Oh,
Fast.
yes.
I'd love to see
Yes.
him come to
Oh,
Boston. Love
hmm
to see that. Oh my
That would
God,
be
would love to see
great.
that.
Yeah. Now, theater and television actress, well known to a national audience as Shireen Baratheon in the HBO phenomenon Game of Thrones.
Woo-hoo.
She landed the little role in Matilda, the musical, a role that garnered her a Laurence Olivier Award. Ooh, for
Whoa.
Best Actress. Now that's TV actress Kerry Ingram, and she's 23.
Wow.
That's a
Kerry
lot
Ingram.
for 23, right?
That is fantastic. And, when you get recognized by, a Laurence Olivier
Yeah,
award, I mean, that's saying a lot.
a whole
That's
lot.
because they're not just going to give that out to anybody. They're not giving that out to anybody. It's
Yeah,
not just like
gotta
some
have the
willy
talent.
nilly, award that they'll just hand to anybody. You got to be good because that's one of the most famous actors ever.
Yep, one of them.
So
Right?
that's no joke.
Mm-hmm. Now, half sister of Miley Cyrus, who also stand in her own talk show and TV movie, What's Up in 2011. She appeared alongside her sister in the 3 episodes of Hannah Montana. TV actress Brandy Cyrus is 35 today.
I never knew she had a half sister.
I never knew it either. That was
Never
all
knew.
news to me, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Now, American wrestler and model known for her performances with WWE, Ashley Massaro, and she is 40 today. And that's celebrity
Nice.
birthdays.
There we go. Oh my God, what a list! Oh, my brain hurts from trying to figure out who am I gonna choose. Like, okay, so I mean,
Mm-hmm.
first of all, I'm gonna start with Matthew Barzal, um,
Uh-huh.
winning Rookie of the Year
Oh,
and
yeah.
putting the
Whew.
career that he has put together has
Yeah,
been
right.
stellar. And I love hockey, so
Mhm.
logically that would be who I choose, right?
You would think so because
You
you
would
love
think,
hockey.
but I'm
I
not
would think
choosing
you.
Matthew
I think you
Barzal.
would.
I'm not choosing Matthew Barzal, and he's fantastic. So now I have narrowed it down to four, and that is Lauren Hill and Stevie Nicks, who, I mean, their voices speak for themselves,
Oh yeah.
and Lenny Kravitz and Hank Williams Jr. So it's a music centered,
Hmm.
winner tonight. Now, it was so hard for me to decide,
No
but
ties. Seems like you're gonna go with the tie. You did
no,
that
I'm
one.
not going to go with the
No.
tie.
Okay.
If I would, Stevie Nicks would have been one of them.
Uh-huh.
But Stevie Nicks is not going to be a co-winner.
Okay.
I am going with Hank Williams Jr. because that song was the the opening for Monday Night Football for, like you said, so many years it's ridiculous. So everybody knows that song.
It's like the anthem. of
It
sports
is. It
opening,
is.
right?
So I
Yeah.
mean, what song is played more for an opening than that? The only one is the Olympic song. That's it.
Mhm.
So I had to go with Hank Williams Jr. because that song has been a staple in NFL for so many years that longevity for one song had to be the winner. Had to be.
Yeah. I had a feeling you would say that, and you were
I
aware of that.
couldn't, and he's not my favorite on this list.
Mm. Well, they're all winners to me,
Well, they
and
are.
especially the ones that hit all of those awards like that, that
It's
have all
like,
those awards. Those are the winners.
like, I mean, Lenny is probably my favorite out of all of them. I mean, I listen to his music all the time, to be honest with you. It's on my Spotify. It's been on my Spotify since I made a Spotify account. That was
Yeah.
that was one of the "Are You Gonna Go My Way" is like one of my all-time favorite songs.
Oh yeah,
I
classic.
love it, love it. So I had to go with somebody, that 20 years, really. I mean, you can't deny that. You can't deny it,
I can't deny it.
and he earned it. That hey, he made a living off of that one song, and made a great living because he got paid for it every single year.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll take that. That was what started me liking football. To be honest with you, it's like,
That
oh, I love
song?
the song,
Yeah,
yeah. Because I
really.
can remember, too, because like I was a hockey fan. Okay, well, still am.
Yep.
And when the National Hockey League went on strike, and I remember this, and I'm like, well, what the heck am I going to watch now in the winter? And I wasn't watching football at the time. And I said, oh, well, I saw a commercial. That song came on. Are you ready for, Monday Night Football? And it's like, maybe I'll watch it. I like the song.
Oh, that's
So
where it all began.
Monday night of that first time without NHL playing, I was like, all right, I can do this.
You
I
can
like the
do it,
song, and I
right?
watched the game, and I never looked back. I've been watching football ever since.
Oh,
Still
interesting
love hockey
story.
more, but that's how it all started. And
Okay.
at that point, I didn't even know who I was going to like, but I liked the Patriots, and they were terrible.
Yeah,
Because I was a homer, so I wanted to root for my home team.
that's
And
right.
even though they were bad, I still liked them. And then they ended
Hmm.
up getting good. And now look, now it's like one of the best franchises in sports. So that's how football started for me, was because of Hank
Yeah.
Williams Jr.
Okay, great.
So, so that was celebrity birthdays. Hank
Celebrity
Williams Jr. is the
birthdays.
winner for the week. So well deserved, as all of them are well deserving, talented people.
Of course, they are.
You know,
Ron's favorite. That's just
you know.
Ron's favorite.
Well, I mean, not really. Like I said, Matthew Barzal probably would have been, or Lenny Kravitz would have been my favorite. Maybe Stevie Nicks. You know, but you know, as deserved, it's definitely Hank Williams with that song. So,
Yeah, Ron's
all right,
favorite.
let's
Mhm.
move on to
Let's
new
go.
music. You
New
know what?
music.
No, we're not going to do music first.
What
We're
are we
not
gonna
going to do music first. Let's talk a little about the event in
Oh, another
Uvalde,
magical event.
Texas. Oh, Michelle, this is just heart wrenching, and I apologize
Yeah.
if I get teary eyed talking about this. The I don't even want to use that. The part that hurt the most was when they were talking about the 9-year-old girl that was trying to call 911.
Oh yeah. Mm.
That
Heart wrenching. I
that
know.
hurt.
That really
Like,
did.
how do you pull a trigger on children? I don't understand it. I don't care
It
if
was
it's
premeditated at that.
it,
Some of these,
it's
you know, uh, people, sorry for being a human beings, um, they're they premeditated. They're evil, a form of evil, and it's just this is a time that the country should come together and respect all races, youths, and it's just so sad.
now we
So sad.
have we have a thing that where we don't talk politics,
Yes, try to avoid politics, but
but I can't avoid it in this case because I don't care what
yeah,
politician it is. Do you know a gun law bill has been sitting at the Senate for 2 years?
2 years,
It's
yeah,
been
long
sitting
time.
there on their desks for 2 years and they have not even addressed it. Why? Because of the NRA holds these politicians over a barrel.
Mm,
That's what they do. And nothing in this country is ever going to change unless we do two things. One, ban lobbyists. Because let's face it, the lobbyists that we do need doesn't have the cash flow like the lobbyists that we don't need. We don't need NRA lobbyists. We don't need oil lobbyists. We don't
mhm,
need that stuff. But that's the biggest voices in Washington are those lobbyists.
yeah,
They own our politicians. All of them. I'm not even saying whether you're Republican or Democratic. They own our politicians, every single one of them. Everyone.
right. Every single one.
The second thing that we need to do is abolish the parties. That is the only way things change in this country. The only way. So I don't care if it's abortion rights, if it's um, equal rights for races or genders or gun laws. It doesn't matter. Nothing changes unless we do those two things. Nothing will ever change because no matter
Yeah,
what one party says, the other party will disagree just because the other party said it,
yeah,
whether it's right or wrong. These
that's it.
politicians in Washington have no morals. They do not care about you, the Americans, and they do not care about any facts. They just want to stay in power, and they will do anything
Mm,
to do that. That's the
wow.
only way things change. And you know what? Nothing's going to change
Hmm.
because they write the laws.
Yeah. Mm,
So, America, we are pretty much screwed.
yeah. We
And
are.
nothing will change for the better. It would only get worse. And it's going to get worse, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to get worse when we do the next elections
Mm,
because they're all going to lie and say one thing while the other party is saying another thing. You know, we're not going to know what's true. The
yeah.
only way you can change it is no matter who's getting elected this year, you need to change the person. You need to change them.
Mm,
So whoever the incumbent is during their primaries, change them during the primaries, and then let two new people battle it out, for
yeah.
their office. That's it. Change the incumbent
Right.
because I'll tell you, none of them should be in. None of them.
Mm.
It's not going to change. And I've never been more discouraged than I am right now on
As an
where,
American at that,
as an
it's so
American,
hard
yeah,
for all of
this is
us
look. This is
to
supposed to be the
do this.
best country in the world. It's
It's
supposed to be,
supposed to be,
but it's
yeah.
not. It's not. We're kidding ourselves. We're kidding
No.
ourselves. And I've never look. I've never wanted to do anything political, but this has to be said. because these things that are happening in schools
Oh my
is just
God.
too much. It's too much now. It's
It's too
too much.
much.
Look, there are
I mean, it's been happening in schools a long time now. It's, now it's
213.
it's every, remember, it was the movie theaters, the malls.
Yeah.
It's just out of hand. It really is. It's out of control.
Look, there's 213 mass shootings this year, and a mass shooting is categorized as four or more people being
Yeah.
shot, injured, or
Hmm.
killed.
That's right.
213. We haven't even had 200 days in this year yet.
That's nuts.
27 of them have been in schools.
So sad.
27. I mean, I can't. Look, I've worked with kids since 1996, sorry.
Hmm.
1996, I've worked with kids. And I've lost a lot of them from gun violence. A lot.
Hmm. That's awful. Sorry
Now,
to hear that.
I don't want to see any more of this. I can't. I can't.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It's just too much when I see a 9-year-old at a school getting gunned down because she has to try to call
Devastating. Mm.
911 because of a school shooting where 19 kids get killed and two
And
teachers,
two
two
teachers.
two
Yeah.
heroes trying to protect their kids. Because I know I would have done it. I would have stepped right in front of the bullets. I would have taken all of them.
Yeah.
I would have taken every single bullet
You're
for
a
just one
hero.
kid.
Right.
And they should be listed as heroes and giving the highest honor. What is it? The Purple Heart?
Uh-huh.
Whatever you can give to a civilian, they should get it.
Yeah.
Because
Now I
I
want
don't
to
know, the
say
Purple Heart is not eligible for a civilian.
now I want to say the educator Irma Garcia that
Yeah.
was fatally killed in the school massacre.
Yep.
Her husband, this just in, her husband Joe Garcia died of a heart attack
Oh,
2 days of the incident. So it's
see,
like a spiral effect
yes, and
that's
that is
happening here.
because of the incident. That is
Yeah.
absolutely 100%. So that should be added to his charge, even though he's
Oh,
dead. And I'm glad he's
he
dead, to
said,
be honest with you.
yes, yes, he's been
You
killed.
know,
My gosh.
look, look, these are senseless deaths because something can absolutely 100% be done about this. Something can be done. And it doesn't take much to do it. But it's sad when you see 21 states reversing gun laws.
Oh my gosh. Very
21
sad.
states reversed gun laws,
21
made them
states.
easier and less checks. That makes sense. Let's do that, right? That's the answer.
Mm,
I
yeah,
mean, it's all horrible and
it's
I'll tell you
horrible.
another thing to stop this. When something like this happens, these victims, their families need to start suing the government because they're not doing a damn thing. Sue the
Yeah.
government. That's what I want these people to do. I want them
Rally
to sue
together.
the Texas government and start there. Even if it fails in court, you're going to get
Mm,
noticed, and there's always a possibility
yeah.
that people will go through, and it might change it. It might go
Yeah.
through, and you might win because
Yes.
this
Make
is them.
noise. Time to make
Sue
some
the
noise.
government. I'm sure there's some lawyers out there that would love to do this. Look into it. Do what you can
Yes.
do what you can do for these families. Because
Hmm.
I'll tell you, because if you win, you become the most famous lawyer ever.
That's
Ever.
right. Historically
So
famously.
I
That's
would
right.
praise any lawyer that decides to do that. Sue them.
Yeah.
Because this is
Gotta
the
do it.
government's fault right now. Because, as far back as we can remember, what? Back when George Bush was president. George
Right.
W. You know, they had it. They had them all make the same damn speech. It makes me sick.
Yeah. Oh,
So, we're so sorry for the families. No, you're not sorry because you didn't do anything about it. Bill
didn't do a
Clinton
thing about it.
made the same speeches, didn't do anything. Obama, Trump made the same speeches. I don't know if Biden's made a speech yet about this, but he apparently has to. But he's going to say the
Yeah.
same damn things.
Same thing.
Enough, enough. Senate, get off your butts and do something. Because 90% of the country wants the laws changed and
Yeah.
to protect our kids at school. At least that. Do something instead of
Mhm.
nothing like you always do that unless it
Right.
benefits yourself.
It's so saddening.
All right. Need to
And
move on. If you missed that
condolences to
segment,
the
if you
family
if
victims,
yes,
and
exactly.
we still have to pull together and support one of the other during this time.
Yeah.
You know, you know, I would encourage counseling. Speak to loved ones, speak to someone that will help the stress. I mean, just to have your child that's supposed to be in a safe haven, for this to all happen. So, like I said, prayers to the family,
You want
and
to put it
we're
in
going to try to get
perspective?
through this.
Every day your child goes to school, you better tell them you love them because you
Yeah,
don't know if you're going to see them again. You
you
don't know.
never know.
Let's move on.
Mhm.
I can't. I'm getting angry.
Yeah,
So, new
that's okay.
music.
New
So,
music.
there were a couple of albums that came out. Um, First, Hanson. Remember Hanson?
Oh, yeah.
Mbop. Well, they got a new album, Red, Green,
Hmm.
Blue.
Oh, interesting.
Red, Green, Blue.
Red, green, blue.
And
Hmm.
Harry Styles has a new album,
Yeah.
Harry's House.
Oh, okay.
So he just had a concert recently out in the rain the other day
Uh-huh.
in New York City somewhere. I don't know if it
Yeah.
was Times Square or if it was Central Park somewhere, but it was in New York, I believe. I guess he was on the one of those daytime morning shows.
Okay.
And of course, the one and only Snoop Dogg has a new album, Metaverse,
Yeah.
the NFT Drop Volume 1. And I did listen to a lot
Oh.
of those songs and I loved it. Snoop
Oh,
Dogg did
he's
not
got some
disappoint.
hits already.
Snoop Dogg did not disappoint. He's like in
Yeah.
everything now. Like he's
Oh,
everywhere,
yes. Oh my
you know?
gosh, everywhere.
And and when I mean everywhere, Michelle, I mean everywhere. You know where he's on? What he's on now? He is on Call of Duty.
Oh,
So Call of Duty, they have all these
okay.
characters that you can choose as the operator. Your character that you go and fight with.
Right. Oh,
Snoop
that's
Dogg is one of those
awesome.
one of those one of those characters that you can choose.
That is
So
awesome.
so he is an operator in the Call of Duty, the latest. I can't even think of the name because I'm still thinking of Snoop Dogg's music.
Yeah.
Um, but he's on the new Call of Duty, and yeah,
Oh,
yep,
that's
smoking his
fun.
blunt. So like when he's up
Mhm.
for like an MVP, like the character that the player that's using his character, he'll
Right.
come up and he'll be have like the gun and stuff like that, and then he'll end up handing him a blunt,
Oh,
because what Snoop
wow.
Dogg without smoking his weed, right? So it's kind of funny, and he has it's his voice, saying the
That's
different
his
things
voice.
throughout the game. It's Snoop. It's great.
Yeah.
So Snoop Dogg has a new album. So I suggest everybody to go check that out because it's very good, very very good. So
Yeah.
we've had people message in, and it's Eric from Sports Unfolded. So my partners
Oh,
here, yes, Eric, we did talk about Ray Liotta, and I actually did my top 5, and you missed it. My top 5 Ray Liotta movies.
he can
So
replay the show.
yes, you can replay the show because I'm not going to give it away. So, and yes, Snoop does do those Coors commercials, and I love them. He's with Andy Sandberg in one of them, which is funny where he puts his phone in the bucket of ice water. That is classic Snoop at its best. You know, like anything Snoop does. Like ever since, ever since he got announced for the Super Bowl halftime show, he's been on everything. Everything. Even before then, Goodfellas, yes, Goodfellas was number one, Eric. It had to be. You're absolutely right. So, but I would suggest going to see it because it is a classic Ron top 5, and you need to see it. So if you missed anything of the show, you really should go back and watch the show. It is a fantastic episode. Now we're going to close out our show with Song Check as always. So if you, the fans, have songs that you think that we should listen to that are new, by all means, post them, and we will definitely take a look. Because Eric, my friend, when you announced that song with Bruno, that is still my favorite song of the year. Just to let you know. But Michelle, top your 3 songs that you discovered
Yes,
this week.
my
What's your
three
number? What
songs.
is the first one?
Now, the first one is Jesse Murph. I would've. Now, the artist has a unique, raspy voice, which I could appreciate. It makes the artist stand out. And it's a ballad about a scorned lover, a little cursing in a verse. Overall, the lyrics and music is a great combination. And that's Jesse Murph. And I would've.
Jesse Murph. I would've. Would've. All right, my first song. Whew, this is tough. How I'm going to do this, but I'm going to start it out with Walker and Royce
Ah,
featuring Sophie Grophy.
Sophie Grophy, huh?
And the song is
Different.
No Drama. It is definitely a club track that it gets you moving.
Ah, really?
Loved it, loved it, loved it. It made me feel like I was back at Club Hell in Providence back in the day. Um,
Wow.
I
Is the
loved
club
it.
still open?
I have no idea. I doubt it. I doubt it.
Oh.
Because
Mhm.
I drove by there the other day and didn't look like anything was in that building. Because it used to be right next door to the keg room. Oh, God. I remember those nights. Well,
Memories.
vaguely remember those nights. Long, long time ago.
Long time ago, right?
So yeah, so definitely check this out. Walker and Royce featuring Sophie Grophy, No Drama. When I listened to the song, there was only 222 views on YouTube. So go check it out. Throw them some support if you like it. It is a dance track. Dance. Like that
Dance.
club
Oh,
techno kind of mix thing. So yes, go do it. Um,
yes. Check
song
it
number
out.
2, Michelle. Song
Song
number
number
2.
2 is Kalani, and it's
Ah,
called Melt. Now, the
nice.
artists have a beautiful vocal, and the music is soothing to the soul. The music in instrumental will be entertaining to listen to. So it just amazed me. So check it out. See for yourself. Kalani, and that is Melt.
Kalani Melt. Sounds like something you'd get at a deli. A Kalani Melt.
Oh, well, Kalani Melt. Never thought of that.
There's some marketing for you right there. Throw
Yeah.
us some bits or a sponsorship for that one.
Yeah, sponsorship. I'll take it.
Yes. Sponsor the show for that Kalani Melt. There we go. There we go. Um,
Mhm.
my second song is Kelly Clarkson.
Oh, Kelly Clarkson.
Um, she did Happier Than Ever. And from what I understand, I think it's a remake of
Oh, really?
somebody's song recently. So, but she did a cover. I don't. I saw it in the comments that this was a cover song.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but the way Kelly Clarkson sings, she's phenomenal, and
She is.
she just belted this song out like it was easy. And let me tell you, I listened to the song. It is not an easy song to sing, and she is so good. She's got such a great voice. Michelle, I know you would love this song. I know
Oh,
you
I'll
would love
check
it.
it out. And she's such a great person. I had the opportunity
Ah,
to meet her in New York.
oh,
So
you're so
she
lucky.
has a beautiful personality. And I didn't even
She
wave at her.
does.
She waved at me. She said, "Hey, how are you?" I said, "Hi, how are you?" So
She's
she's
so
a
sweet.
very beautiful. I believe she's Southern from the South, so maybe it's the Southern
You
style.
can tell because even when she was on American Idol, she was real. You
Yes,
know,
genuine,
that's the word I was going to use. She was genuinely
very
happy and
genuine.
surprised that she was where she was and who she is now.
Oh
And
yeah,
she's so good. She's so good.
yes, she's very good, and she has a talk show. I haven't had the opportunity to watch it, but I've always saw the clips.
Yeah, I
Have
haven't
you?
watched it either. But
Yeah.
I wish her the best. I really do,
Right.
because when you get a good person that really speaks from the heart, I mean,
Mhm.
you gotta love that. And Kelly
Oh
Clarkson,
yes.
she's just so talented, and she might be one of my favorite female artists in the past 15
Okay.
years. 15 years.
Yes. She's been out a long time.
So, she's fantastic. She's fantastic. All right,
Yeah.
so Kelly Clarkson, Happier Than Ever. What is your third song, Michelle?
Well, my third song is by Princeton Michael, and it's called No Better Time. He has great, phenomenal vocals. And the music, it reminds me of like a 1990s R&B feel.
Oh,
So check him out, Princeton Michael, and that's No Better Time.
definitely gonna have to check that out because
Yes.
90s,
That's what
90s.
it remind me of, definitely. 90s.
That was some great music back in the 90s. I really
Oh
like the 90s
yes.
music.
I appreciate
Um,
90s.
so Princeton Michael, No Better Time. I will definitely check that out. And of course, my number three, which I always save the best one for last,
Uh-huh.
which I mean, come on, Snoop Dogg, really? A new album for Snoop Dogg. I listened to the
Oh
album. I mean, it
yes.
didn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that he was going to be the number three on here.
Right.
Um, there are several songs I could have chosen, but I went with the first one I listened to, and that is Half Steppin', the first one on the album. Look, the music he has is always great. I love Snoop Dogg. He's just so smooth, so cool.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
he's got to be one of the coolest people in entertainment. He really has to be. He's got to be. Like, who
Yeah.
doesn't want
He's
to?
lovable.
Yeah, it's like, that lovable thug is like what you get best of like all the worlds combined with Snoop
Uh-huh.
because he's not a
Yeah.
softy, of course, Eh, but he's got that that cool groove
Cool
kind of thing. Oh,
smoothness.
yes. Yes, and you
Yeah.
cannot help but like him. You can't help it. You
Can't
just
help
can't
it.
help it. And so half stepping. Listen to that
Yeah.
album though.
I
That
gotta
album
check that
is
out.
yeah, and there's a lot of softer
Half
songs.
stepping.
He has a ballad Yeah, and he says on that at the beginning, all these cats, with their rap ballads. Basically, he's like, okay, I'm going to show you how it's done, and he
Oh
does show
yeah.
you how it's done.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
by listening to that album, I'm telling you, you're going to love it. It's so good. I can't say enough about it. So Half Steppin' by Snoop Dogg is my song of the week.
Half stepping.
So there you go. So you have Jesse Murphy, I Would Have,
Yes.
Kalani Melt, and
Yep.
Princeton Michael No Better Time, along
Yeah.
with Walker and Royce, No Drama, Kelly Clarkson, Happier Than Ever,
Right.
and Snoop Dogg, Half
Mm,
Steppin'. Six
yes.
songs that we recommend to you. All different types of music, by the way. All
That's
different
right.
types.
Versatile.
And
all
this
the
is why we do this,
all different
because it's
genres.
whatever strikes us that week,
That's
You never
right.
know. Like we just go into it blind and we just listen to the songs and it's like, "Oh, wow, that's pretty good." Or, "Oh, that's pretty bad."
Yep.
And we try not to tell you about the bad ones unless
Yes.
everything is bad, then we have no choice.
Right.
So if you have a song that you love, by all means, post it and we'll check it out.
Yes. We'll check it
Whether they're
out.
a local band or worldwide, doesn't matter
That's right. It doesn't matter.
because I got some artists, that want to come on the show.
Oh, okay.
A gentleman named Rest who does
Oh,
one of the jam sessions on Rhode Island Broadcasting. He's got some
okay.
new music and he wants to get out there and he'd be willing to come on the show. So,
That'll be great.
it's just whether or not he can do it because he's in South Africa. So we
Oh,
have to try to figure it out
different
how we're going to do
times.
it. Yeah.
It's 6 hours difference. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but for him, 6 p.m. will be what, 12 midnight? So
It may work.
it could work. It could work.
Yeah.
So we're gonna make that happen. So he'll be coming on, and there's some Rhode Islanders that look. They got some great music here in Rhode Island, and I'm working on it. I'm gonna try to get some of them on, so that way we can bring them more fans around the world. So
Yeah. That's
that's what we
awesome.
do.
Love it.
So that is the show.
That
I
is
know we ran
it.
a little late, but we had to talk about Uvalde. I can't,
Yes. We have to
you
talk
know,
about it. It's
uh,
part of news broadcasting.
yes. And I didn't want to make it the focal point because if I did that for headlines, I probably wouldn't have made it through the show. So,
Yeah.
so Michelle, thank you for being here.
Oh, as always, my pleasure.
You know, um, we will be back next Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please, by all means, get on. And I know there were several of you watching tonight.
Hey.
Eric, thank you for the comments. And hopefully we get more people commenting because I know there's a bunch of you out there that watch the show and but post some comments. It's always great,
Yes. You
even
are
if you're not
seen.
watching us. Yeah, if you're not watching us
You're
live, still post
called.
the comments. We'll comment on those people that comment next week. So please, by all means, enjoy the show. Once again, just come back next Thursday live
Yeah, come
and
back and
join in
see
the
us.
conversation. So,
And join. It's fun. Don't be shy.
so again, you are watching Pop Ascension Season 2, Episode 20, Dangerous Waters.
Yes.
Um, all the condolences to the families of the
Oh
Rob
gosh,
Elementary
yes.
School, friends, families, and everybody involved. And of
That's
course, Ray
right.
Liotta as well. We'll see
Yeah.
you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. I don't know if I can legally say that, but I am. I don't
Oh, hope
care.
you didn't mess it up.
So, so it's the end of the
We're
show,
gonna get
so they'll
pulled
only
off.
look at the beginning. I can't do it at the beginning of the show. So,
Okay.
and besides, it could have been a vampire bat, could have been any kind of bat, a fruit bat, whatever. They have times too. It's not just that man, that
Not
man.
that guy.
So, so we'll see you next week, everybody.
See you next week. Bye.